Hey everybody, it's Ryan Shockey. Just wanted to touch base with everybody. Stay safe. Hope everybody's feeling well. If you're not, please stay home. We don't want to take any chances. We don't want you to bring it into the office environment. Definitely we don't want you taking it out to a senior's home. I know this is unprecedented, and when things like this happen, we have to think different ways and think out of the box a little bit. But like I said, please don't take any chances or get anybody sick. So with that said, I just got off an RSM call with Jim Sweeney and Clay Leggett, and basically their message was basically what I'm going to relay to you guys today. First and foremost, ASB is coming off their second biggest week of the year. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means that people are just working their butts off and overcoming obstacles that have never been in their way before, but unbelievable job by all of you guys that have been kicking butt and the whole entire ASB team. We are going to kick off some things on this video, talk about some things on this video, just so that you know that we're prepared for maybe the next step, maybe the next phase of your career, that type of thing. So with that said, I think what this can't turn into is a month or two of vacation. That's just not acceptable to your families, your clients, the office. And so we need to stay engaged. You can do that several ways, whether that be here in the office environment or at home, worst case scenario. And the first thing that I would do is there can be sales made. Those sales, first and foremost, should be at the top of that pyramid. Call your clients. Call every one of your clients. If nothing else, just to check in on them, see how things are, see how they are, tell them you know that things are going to be okay. And there are sales opportunities. I go back, I was telling Tyler just a second ago, I go back to my former company, and the number one manager in that company used to shut down leads for the entire first month of the new year. Made all of their agents call nothing but clients. They would set the record month every year by just simply calling their clients. There's business there, and this time with the pandemic, good time to call people, make sure that they know that you're thinking about them, and a good time to check in with them. So no better time, I would say, than combining your clients and the annuity talk right now. Tyler's got an annuity conversation or conference call ready for later this afternoon, talking to our annuity guys. I mean, what a better time, no better time than when the market's down to talk to people about maybe that have been invested in our fixed indexed annuities, that they haven't lost a single dime in this market turn down. So very cool. I'm really proud of that situation, but I think that there's maybe more money to invest. You can do that on the phone. There's products that you can do over the phone. So let's start with your clients. Secondly, I think that you move down the pyramid a little bit and you move to a situation where you're calling your leads. Your turn of 65s are going to never be more important. No one can do anything face to face basically down the line. It's going to open up a huge opportunity for you to see and talk to turn 65 people. The marketing, the leads that we're doing, the telemarketing leads, the data capture, all those things are huge in what we're trying to accomplish. So please just take the time and make extra phone calls. I know it's unprecedented, I know it's hard, but when it gets hard, tough people step up. So I'm asking you to step up. So moving on to the next thing is I think communication is the big part of what we need to do nowadays. Communicate with your managers. I'm challenging your managers to communicate with you, just like I'm challenging you to communicate with your clients. I want you to communicate every day. Let somebody know what you're doing. How did the day go? I've already heard from several agents this morning who have already made calls, already made appointments, and already made sales. So I've heard from all of those things. I was sitting outside, agents sitting outside my office here, making awesome phone calls. I heard 3 in a row appointments made. I heard data capturing going on. So it can be done. The cool thing about our business, it's kind of recession proof. It can be done in any environment, whether that be sitting in your car making phone calls, whether that be used in the office environments, or God forbid we have to do it from home. So if we have to do it from home, I want you to make the most of it. If you have to do it here in the office, things are happening. I don't want to call it business as usual, but sales and phone calls and appointments can be made. Obviously, I want you to abide by your government's rules. If that means no more than 10, then go to some schedules. Go to some different call time. Get one group in at one time and another group in at another time, and figure it out is what I'm asking you to. It's not difficult, but the solution is not to sit home, watch Netflix for the next couple months, and not do anything. At least pick up the phone and call your clients. So with that, I want to move to the next step. That next step would be, what if something happens where we need to work from home? I want you to know that later today we will be releasing some videos, some scripts. I want to thank Bob Mueller specifically for working his tail off over the weekend and coming up with scripts and videos for every type of situation, whether that be telemarketing leads, whether that be regular leads, whether that be data capture, whether that be phone sales over the phone. We're going to be releasing companies that can be sold over the phone and do tele-apps and that kind of thing. I realize that there's basically three types of agents that we're dealing with here. There are a group of you that can afford to take the next month off and do nothing but maybe just call your clients. If you're in that situation, congratulations, you built up residual income, and that's great. I don't know how many of you that is. I don't think it's a lot of people, but I think that it is possible that there are some people in that position. If that's the case and that's what you choose, okay. The next group of people we can't interfere with. We have to keep going. We have to sell our businesses. So we're going to be releasing some telemarketing videos, or telemarketing or telesales is what I'm trying to say, videos, and selling over the phone and calling people that are turning 65 and possibly, life insurance, final expense over the phone, that type of thing. If you're one of those people that maybe have been here a year or longer and haven't really built up that residual income, but still understand the business maybe a little better than a new agent does, we want you to learn this business. I'm not saying that this is going to be the wave of the future, but this is just another arrow in your quiver that you can use if and when things ever change. So we're gonna be doing some training. I would imagine a majority of the agents are going to fall into that category. The third category is going to be agents that just cannot go out. We have a couple of those here in the Omaha office now that just cannot go out for their own health reasons, or they don't know how to do telesales, or they're gonna, if God forbid the government ever came in and did what they've done in Illinois or Pennsylvania or California or New York and basically said, hey, we're gonna shut you inside and I want you staying home as much as possible. There's a group of agents that are not going to survive unless we step in and possibly help out. So with that, I would tell you that plans are being made. As you know, we were going to kick off the Philippines telemarketing, data capture system a few weeks ago. We held off on that when the virus thing kind of hit. We just didn't want to set a ton of data capture names and not have agents be able to get out there and run them. We held off on that, and the decision's been made to hold off on that and use some of you. And what do I mean by that? There's going to be a group of you that I'm going to ask, or that you're going to communicate with us, your managers, your people, that you're going to say, hey, I'm in a situation where I need to make money every single week. Okay, I can't go run appointments. Either the government's told me I can't run appointments, I don't understand the telesales, I'm new, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to ask you to be our data captures. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work yet. I will know better here soon. It's not something that's necessary quite yet. But if and when it ever came, I'm going to use a group of you as our data captures. So scripts and videos will be released on that. Bob just did a 1 hour trial on his script and his video. He got about 9 or 10 data captures of what we're looking for with that scenario. With that said, if you're a telemarketer or I don't want to use a telemarketer, but if you're a TM leads or a data capture person here in the near future, we're going to pay you to get that data capture. We are going to pay you to stay engaged. We are going to pay you to capture data for the office, yourself, your teammates, and keep you engaged so that in 30 days, 60 days down the road, when all this passes, and it will pass, we're going to be ready. We're going to be ready with a heck of a lot of turning 65, heck of a lot of mailed leads, and a heck of a lot of data capture leads, so that we're all, not just some of us, we're all calling from higher up on the pyramid. The clients are a 1 out of 1 call. I think the data capture is probably a 1 out of 3 call when we get back at it. So I've already talked with pretty much all of your managers kind of about that strategy. You have to determine which person you are. This is going to be an all-in or all-out type of situation. You're not going to make, some data calls sometimes. We're going to determine down the road if you're that person that's going to be in the data capture system. And those people are going to be treated very similar to the Philippine telemarketers. We're going to want to know how many people you've called, what your results are, what you're saying. We're going to spot check those telemarketer TM leads, data capture leads, and make sure that we're getting our bang for our buck. But I really want to keep some people in the business. There's some people that absolutely cannot not go with income over the next 30, 60 days, and we want to support that. So with that, I would just reiterate the communication thing. I would reiterate that we have some good things coming. We're not sitting back waiting, twiddling our thumbs, trying to figure out what's going to happen. I've been on several conference calls, whether it be with Integrity or American Senior Benefits, and we're ready for whatever that next step is. That next step is not here right now. That next step is in front of us right now, as far as getting out there, and again, I don't want to use the word business as usual because it's everything but I think it's time that we start planning for that next phase. More and more people are going to probably be infected, and you're going to know some of those people and probably want to self-quarantine yourself maybe down the road. And if that's the case, I want you to be prepared with telesales or part of our data capture team and those type of things. So that's about all I got for now. I want to tell you that I'm really proud of both teams. We have like 10 days left in March. Both teams have unbelievable goals. I know the Omaha team's here trying to go back-to-back with $1 million months. I know Kerry and his team in Indiana and Michigan are trying to set another record. We have 12 days to accomplish that. And if this doesn't stop us from those two goals, nothing will. Okay, that's all I have for now. I might have another update later in the week, but I just wanted to say hi to everybody, wish you good luck. Please communicate with me, your teammates, your managers, and stay safe. Thanks.